much for coming to my channel. I'm Megan, and I've got 26 pounds on my back, and why not you come for a run with me? I run, and today I might not because it's kind of a dreary day, so I'll probably just do more of these workouts. So we will see how it goes. But I got 10 pounds in each arm. And you know, this is good because I'm pulling in my core, so do that because you have to, because you've got these weights, and so it's a really good total body exercise because you got your arms, your core, and your legs going. And yeah, all right. And in this workout, we don't do much counting unless I'm pushing something. I just always go to failure. So I'll try to let you know when I'm changing things, and I also do a lot of the same exercises every time. It's just we're getting slimmer and faster and stronger every time. Okay. Right, we'll put that down, those weights down, pick up the 50-pound weight. This guy I tried to pick up every time, and so yesterday I went for a bike ride with my daughter, and like she's getting stronger legs, and so she's not able to go up the hills, so I did like a lot of the hills more than once, so I'd like back pedal, and it was great for my butt. So it was a really, so let's lift up. So we're gonna get our calves if we lift up. So we get 26 pounds on the back, 50 pounds here, and we're holding in our core, and we're lifting up. So we're like a releve on our toes. Okay. Now I'm just gonna lift it up as high as I can. So oh dear. All right, well, we'll say that's done. Okay, now every time we finish with that, you should be breathing pretty hard. And since you are, that's great. And if you're not, get some more weight. Okay, we're doing push-ups now. And we're trying to do more than 42. So here we go. So I was try to lose weight, and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 8, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. All right, 2 past your goal. Great. So I was saying that I was trying to lose weight. It was a long time ago, like probably about 5 years ago. maybe 6, 5, about 5. So now we're getting into boat, and so we'll hold on to that boat. So it was about 5 years ago, and like I would just like breathe out my calories. Like it was pretty crazy. Like I just would really breathe really hard, and my calories would go. Like I could feel it. And that's the thing, is that calories do go that way, and they go out in breathing. So if you are not breathing hard, you're not losing calories. All right. Oh, that was hard. Okay, so after boat, we'll do another boat, because I find that it's really one of the best exercises. Okay. So, yeah, and like people didn't believe me, but like it was that I was like breathing really hard after I ate, and it was God like controlling my calories. Like I would just breathe out really hard, and it wasn't something that I was doing, it was something that God was doing, and that was like a lesson for me. And my whole life I've been lessons, so it's pretty crazy. Like my husband was a lesson to me. I'm a single mom, and my husband, he was a great guy, but he was like perfect in so many ways, but he struggled in so many ways. And that's because he's a perfectionist, and he's like really high on the perfectionist scale. So like he didn't make mistakes like in math or science, like in school he didn't make mistakes, but it crippled him in so many ways. Like he couldn't stay awake during the day because he would make mistakes. And then he ended up leaving us because, again, he was afraid of making mistakes as a dad and a husband. And that's why a lot of guys leave. And so I learned that, and I really thought, like, because I'm a really good, like, mom, I'm a really good wife, like, I do anything and everything for your husband. So I never thought that I would be, okay, back to boat. So stay in boat and really try to pull in that core. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Okay. And now we're gonna do some kind of core exercise. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of boat, but lift. Okay. Whew. All right, now we're going into split. We're down 9 minutes. Okay. And I started this saying I wanted to get a back walk over. I haven't put in the effort to do so, but now we're gonna have to do that. So it's gonna come before the handstand, and I'm not gonna fall back into the back bend because it's just too scary for me. Even though I can do it, I just don't like doing it. So I'm gonna work on the kick over, which is the thing that I really can't do. So we're gonna work on that. So get 2 pillows, working on an oversplit here. And you want pillows because you can push out further, because in order to get a good split, you push out and down. So if you do that, you'll get a split in no time, and then we'll have an oversplit. So yeah, so I just learned a lot of things. And like fitness is really important to God too. Like he really really wants people to take care of their bodies. Like when you have good fitness, it's like these things about like love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control are things that you work on a regular basis. And that's really like tied up into your body. So it's like, you know, I'm able to say no to that sweet, so I have self-control. I'm working on kindness, and so I don't have as many problems. Like, so let's push, because I'm not really getting in here. I am stretching though. This is definitely stretching. Okay, but push and push forward. Okay. Yeah, so you're working on all those things when you work on your body, and like, cool. So like, yeah, and like the thing is that we binge and we eat these sweets because we want to feel good, but in reality they don't really help us that much. It's like a second, you know, it's really just a second other side, really just a second reprieve from the pain that we're in. And, you know, then you have to deal with that after effect afterwards. And, you know, it's like bullies that force us into that, you know, so we're not able to get out of the pain that we're in. So we're like, I just want someone to talk to and not someone to say it's going to be okay. And that's like food is kind of a friend. Okay, this is good. I'm really feeling it when I'm doing this on the back of my leg. Okay, now we're doing middle split. So I've learned a lot about, like, I've been on a weight loss journey for a long time, and, you know, I've learned a lot of things, you know, that have been really helpful. And understanding, and like God had me do all kinds of things that were like silly, like count calories, and like he had me do that for a long time, and I was thinking that that was the right thing to do, or that he wanted me to do that, but that was just like a lesson. And there's been a lot of lessons, and you can't lose weight by counting calories. You can't lose weight by, you know, keeping a food journal, or, you know, shaming yourself, or anything. How you lose weight is by, first of all, like, we're doing a middle split, so I'm trying to get up into my middle split, but it is kind of hard because I don't have pillows. All right, so I'm getting as far as I can into it, and just like really try to relax. It's all about relaxing. Okay. Right. Okay, now from here I'm going to push up into my back bend. So yeah, like food journaling won't work. Starving yourself doesn't work. But what does work is, like, first of all, deciding that there is a punishment for your bad behavior, and that punishment is somebody else's. So it's like, for me, it's my daughter having unlimited TV. Like, she gets unlimited TV if I eat a piece of bread. And for me, that's like a huge problem. Like, I don't want her to have unlimited TV. It's a waste of her life. So that's the punishment. And it works. It's funny, it's in the Bible, but that works. Like this week, like that was it, and I lost like 4 pounds because I'm not gonna go eat bread, and I'm not gonna eat desserts because I don't want my daughter to have unlimited TV. And you know, and also like I eat soups. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's the only thing that has worked. And it's in the Bible. It's so funny. And I thought it was something that God did, but that was because he wanted to make it like pretty prominent, because that's the way for people to find self-control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 58, 59, 60. Alright, so that's over double that I did initially. So I'm going to do I'm going to be stopped there. Okay, we're over time. Oh, look at my hair. All right. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so that's just how you can really level up on your, that's really how to level up. The Bible is really a personal development book. Like, I noticed it when I was learning personal development. It's like all of the lessons are in the Bible. And it's just that God, like all the lessons in personal development that you might learn from a guru, like maybe one guy is like fixated on, you know, being positive. And the thing is, like, that's in the Sermon on the Mount. Like, if your eye is dark, your eye is the light of the body. And so what that means is, like, you can see things in certain ways, and you can like decide how you see things. You can decide to see this. Like, I could decide to see this time as hell for me, because it is really difficult. This time right now that I'm going through is really difficult. I could see it as hell, or I could see it as a learning process and time that I get to spend with my daughter, and time that I get to learn and really focus on the learning, and then, you know, focus on loving myself through it, you know. Or I could see it as hell. Like, there's two ways of looking at it. And, you know, some days I fall into hell, like, this is hell. And then I fall into, but I can see it differently. And so the Bible says, like, the eye is the light of the body. You know, if it's dark, if it's black, then the whole body is black. And that's the thing, is like if I see this as hell, then, you know, I'm in depression. I'm like, I'm never getting out. Like, this is really bad. Or I could see it as, you know, like, this is the time for me to grow and to be and to become and to relax and to learn and to focus on, like, loving people at this time. You know, like, if I love people when I'm in hell, like, what are they going to say to me later? You know, like, you were really kind to me even though I wasn't. And that's the thing, is like, that's where I should be. That's what I should be doing. So I have a choice. And that's just one lesson from the Bible that is really, you know, popular in personal development. And I could go on and on, like, they're everywhere in the Bible. And So I noticed that and I started writing about it. And then like I was woken up by God to the fact that like there's so many spiritual things that are going on that really, you know, that are really in this world, and like, and without, you know, like the spiritual focus as well, you're not going to actually make the progress that you need to make. And that is just to, you know, really, like, you can't really work your way to heaven in general. Like, that's true for people that, you know, try to do all these things to get to heaven, but it's, oh, heaven is also a state of mind, a state of being. You can't work your way there. So, like, you could study being positive all day long, but you're never really going to get there without God's help. And that's the truth. And now, like, I've become a writer, and I learned a lot of things about just about psychology, and really about bullying and how that affects us. And that affects, like, again, your eating. Like, you eat, like, overeat. Like, I'm a chronic overeater. Like, that's why I'm overweight. It's like I'm always looking to prolong the eating process because it's giving me that serotonin or that good feeling, whatever it is. And I'm always looking to put like another tablespoon of food into my mouth. And I'm always looking, and like, it's like I have to squeeze like every bit of food in me so that I feel better. And that's like a psychological thing. Like I haven't, like, I was pushing myself to like stop it, but like I wouldn't. And that's the thing, like I have to be instead of like focusing on the food, I have to focus on, you know, feeling good about me, and also just being like, okay, like I just have to focus on this is, you know, I'm feeling my body. And the thing is like, it's difficult. Like I said, I knew that 1 tablespoon was like unnecessary, but I would go back for it even though that tablespoon, I knew, was the difference between like being overweight and not overweight, because it was like, you know, like basically your body goes into shock and when you overeat, and it's really bad for you. And it sends off all these cascading effects, and then you end up fat. And it's like, wow, for 1 tablespoon? Yes, for 1 tablespoon, because I overate. And, you know, the point is, like, I have to work on these other things. And, you know, part of it might be, you know, I don't know what it is, but I think it's like standing up to bullies in my life has been the change that I made from that point to this point. And standing up to the bullies means like the other day I was bullied, and they bullied me, and they said, like, if you keep doing this, then, you know, we're not going to do this thing that you want to do. So that was bullying. And I then said, you know what, I don't want to do it, and I'm just going to stay home, and I don't want to do it. And, you know, I really think that actually that's the change. Like, that's the only thing that I've changed, really. I can't say that I've, like, gotten that much happier, but I actually stood up to the bullies, and that's a really big difference. Like, you know, I wasn't feeling any, like I'm stuck in that situation. And when you're stuck in a situation and you're not standing up, then you're really, like, then it's like you're hopeless. And so you will eat, because the bully is just never going to stop. And yeah, I mean, it's true that I'm still in a situation, but at least I'm standing up, you know. And if, like, the situation is that if I could get kicked out of my house, and they could take my daughter because I live with my parents, and that's who bullies me. And so they could take my daughter because they already got her in court by saying that I was crazy because of all this stuff that I've gone through with God. And so they think, like, and they know I'm not crazy, but yet they insinuate that so that I will lose guardianship of my daughter. And I did. And that's how they justify that. But actually they took guardianship because I don't have any money. So there's an unwritten rule, apparently, that if you have no money, they'll take away your kid in New Hampshire. And maybe it's all across the United States, but it's an unwritten rule. So they have to justify it in some way. So they trump up these, voices that I hear. But it's really like all these lessons from God, and I could point to all of them and tell them like these are lessons from God. And yet, they don't care because it's really justifying these. And I'm not also any kind of danger to anybody. But it's like really to take away my guardianship, and they did that. And so I have bullies that I live with, and so it's very difficult to, and also I have no money, so I am beholden to these people that to give me money to survive. And it's a very difficult thing, how to navigate that. And so I'm really struggling. So I am in hell. So if you'd like to buy a headband, that would be really great. That's a way to get me out of poverty so I don't have to beg. And I've got this headband. I like this one a lot. This one, that's a good one. This one. This one. So just tell me which one you want. Send me $18 over Venmo, and I will send you a request for the shipping, and then I'll send you one. If you want more than one, buy more than one. They are so fun. They are statements, and they are a way to really spice up your stuff. I want to teach everybody how to write, because I think that writing is the way to growth and happiness. This is my book. It's a book that I'm giving away called Hello Writing Success. It will teach you how to write well, fix all your mistakes so you can write. Growth is really easy when you write, and I've learned so many things through writing. So please join me on this path. Please subscribe, please like, and please support me, because I really am in need of someone to support me. I don't have anybody. And that's a hard thing. That's a hard place to be. I have a daughter, and I'm pretty stuck. I'm in hell. So I'd love for you to take me out of that. $18 would help a lot. Thank you.